Well, the 5 jawans who were martyred in Poonch on Tuesday will be flown to their hometowns today. Senior army officers paid tribute to the martyrs by laying wreaths on their bodies late on Tuesday night. The bodies were draped in the tricolour at a military hospital in Poonch after the postmortems were carried out. 4 jawans belonging to Bihar regiment and 1 from Maratha light infantry were martyred in this ambush. While the 4 jawans hailed from Bihar are Naik Premnath, Lance Naik Shambhu Saran, Sepoy Vijay Kumar Rai and Sepoy Raghunandan. One of those martyred included the 36-year-old Naik Pudaik Mani from Kolhapur in Maharashtra. On the other hand, Bihar Chief Minister has condemned the killing of jawans along the line of control. Nitish Kumar has announced a state funeral for the 4 martyred jawans who belong to Bihar. Meanwhile, the families of these martyrs have demanded the government to take strictest action against Pakistan to avenge their loss. In Chhapra, which is home to 2 of these martyrs, emotions are running high against the perceived inaction of the centre. The feeling is that the government has not given the Pakistanis a befitting reply.
लगता है कि सरकार इस्तीफा दे
जी,
नहीं तो इसका एक्शन ले।
किस तरह का एक्शन चाहते हैं?
जो हमारे बेटा शहीद हुए,
किस तरह का एक्शन, किस तरह की कार्रवाई चाहते हैं आप सरकार से?
सरकार को चाहते हैं कि इस्तीफा दे।
सरकार को चुप मानते हैं, सरकार नहीं हत्या है, कोई अथी नहीं कर रहा है, कोई अथी नहीं ले रहा है, एक्शन नहीं ले रहा है। इससे पहले भी कई बार हमला हो चुका है और फिर भी सरकार चुप बैठी है, चूड़ी फाड़ कर बैठी है, कोई काम करना नहीं चाहती है।
Well, Defence Minister A.K. Antony's statement on the killing of these 5 Indian soldiers, the LOC has sparked off a massive row. On Tuesday, Antony described intruders as terrorists along with persons who were dressed in Pak Army uniform. The statement invited sharp criticism from the BJP, which accused the Defence Minister of giving an advantage to Pakistan. Now, the BJP youth wing activists even staged a protest outside Antony's residence. Apparently, Antony's statement is also in contradiction with Army's stand, which had said that both terrorists and Pak Army men were involved in this ambush. While Antony, in his statement, said that the terrorists carried out the attack with the help of persons who were dressed in Pak Army fatigues, the Indian Army described the intruders as terrorists and Pak Army men.
Non-commissioned officer and 5 other ranks was ambushed on our side of line of control in Poonch sector of J&K early morning on August 6, 2013. In the ensuing firefight, the 5 Indian soldiers were martyred and 1 soldier was injured. The ambush was carried out by approximately 20 heavily armed terrorists, along with persons dressed in Pakistan Army uniforms.
I think we will believe and the country will believe what the armed forces are saying, because they are the brave security forces on the ground. The nation needs to speak in one voice, but I have no hesitation in going on record that this entire speech and the statement of the Defence Minister was very distressing.
So while India keeps extending an olive branch to Pakistan, keeps getting rewarded with betrayals, here's how the latest atrocity exposes Pakistan's doublespeak yet again.
He stabbed India in the back in 1999, days after our Prime Minister rode the peace bus to Lahore. He shook our hand and then signed on the game plan to sneak into our territory in Kargil. And Kargil Sharif has stayed true to self despite his recent PR overtures on making peace with India. He seeks talks with India and his men sneak across the border and kill 5 Indian Army jawans. But what about the Indian government? Are we going to see the same charade again, where we roll out the red carpet for Pakistan stained with the blood of our jawans? The trend so far is ominous. The Mumbai attack was executed from Pakistan soil. A livid, smarting India cut off diplomatic ties. But not for long. In April 2012, we hosted Pakistan President Asif Ali Zardari. We wined and dined him as he made a brief stopover in Delhi on his way to the Ajmer Dargah. Months later, in January this year, 2 Indian soldiers were killed and mutilated by the Pakistanis. India reacted sharply when the Prime Minister said it won't be business as usual. But then again we played gracious host to the Pakistan Prime Minister, Raja Pervez Ashraf, in March. The cross-border violations continue with alarming intensity. But in 2013, Nawaz Sharif came to power, invited our Prime Minister to his oath-taking ceremony, and our Prime Minister returned the favour by inviting Nawaz Sharif to India. Let there be no doubt, Pakistan has always had a forked tongue when it comes to relations with India. On the one hand, continuous provocations, dangerous provocations on the line of control, and on the other, an air of bonhomie, of relations, of taking the dialogue process forward. The fact is, this time around, will it simply be business as usual again between India and Pakistan, as the Prime Minister famously once said? Or will it be a case this time where India simply tells Pakistan in no uncertain terms, we may have loose politics, but we're dangerous when it comes to our national security? With Bureau Inputs, Shiv Arur in Delhi for Headlines Today.